as much as a whole planet is still not ultra focused. It's not like they're making a linear adventure game all of a sudden, but one planet, make one planet really, really well and give us a lot of stuff to do on it. This is a 60 gigabyte download or something. So, and this has been going for like 3 hours too. Like I had this going pretty much the entire time I was setting up the whole rest of the computer. It's the only thing downloading. It's still taking forever. I don't know, man. Ubisoft Connect. Ubisoft, stop. Like, what? Just put your stuff on Steam, man. Stop it with this. You can't be making you that much money because I know that you have to be paying for servers for it. So just don't do it. Same with Epic. Stop it. Like, I don't even know why Epic's bothering having a store. Did you see the Game Awards? Pretty much every single one of their trailers ended up being a thing that is in Fortnite. It's like, hey, the Rocket League team is making a new racing game. Find it in Fortnite. I was like, why? Why? I was like, why would they not just make it its own game? Are they actually at the point that marketing to the Fortnite players is more profitable than marketing to anybody else? And I don't mean anybody else specifically, I mean anybody else at all. Because ultimately, if you don't play Fortnite, I don't know that you're gonna download it to play the Fortnite Mario Kart clone, even if it is like the Rocket League people. Maybe if it has really good word of mouth, but I mean, I don't want to download the Epic Store. I guess I'm never playing that Psyonix game. You know, I don't know. Oh, Fortnite, man, I swear. Although I gotta say, I think I would be much more okay with Epic and Fortnite in general if they just had the Fortnite launcher and did that thing where they had a bunch of games within Fortnite and that was it. And they didn't try to snag exclusives to be on their Fortnite launcher that is now called the Epic Game Store. So just make it the Fortnite launcher, okay? That's fine. Don't make it so that I have to, I don't know, wait 7 years until Alan Wake 2 is on GOG or something. And I mean, yeah, I know I hear from a lot of people that it's bad, but whatever. I still like Alan Wake. I still kind of want to play it. I just don't want to play it on a console, and I don't want to buy it on Epic, so I'll wait till circumstances change. I have a feeling it won't be stuck there forever. And yeah, what was the other one? It was like, there was Lego Fortnite too, and I actually honestly thought that looked pretty cool when I thought it was just going to be like, hey, they're doing Lego Skyrim. It was like Lego, but essentially the same deal as the No Man's Sky developers' new game, which honestly, that was probably one of my favorite things at the Game Awards. Light No Fire. I think that's a way better idea than No Man's Sky. But you know, see guys, I've been talking about this for pretty much the entire year, maybe even the last couple of years. Focus. It's kind of why Liza P has a bit of an edge on Elden Ring. As much as a whole planet is still not ultra focused, it's not like they're making a linear adventure game all of a sudden, but one planet, make one planet really, really well and give us a lot of stuff to do on it. Yeah, I'm way more into that than, yeah, we're just going to have a randomly generated galaxy where, you know, world's your oyster, just go, whatever. Like, to me, that as much as that's cool, it is cool. And like, I think that for people who want a space exploration game, I think No Man's Sky, we just played Starfield, probably is still the best example of that you're going to find outside of Star Citizen actually coming out one day and actually delivering on any of its promises, which, you know, pending. Hope it does it, but you know, we're not going to know until it's actually out. Never played Star Citizen. I don't have any idea how it plays. Nina Infinity's husband, he's played Starfield. Star Citizen, and he likes it quite a lot, but I have not played it, so cannot offer an opinion. So what's really crazy, and I think this is probably the funniest way to look at it, because I made the same comparison about Ninja Gaiden and Sekiro and Dark Souls, where I've said this a million times before, but just in the event this is a clip out video and I need to explain it so that it actually makes sense. Team Ninja is the team that made the Ninja Gaiden games. From Software is the team that made the Dark Souls games. There's a game called Nioh that is essentially the Ninja Gaiden team making their version of a Dark Souls game, and Sekiro is a game that's made by From Software, which is the Dark Souls team making their version of a Ninja Gaiden game. It's sort of a similar deal. Starfield is the Skyrim developers making a big open world exploration game, and a lot of people said, hey, Starfield is essentially Bethesda doing No Man's Sky, right? See where I'm going here? So now, I don't think Starfield's as good as the Elder Scrolls, but now No Man's Sky's developer, Hello Games, is making their Skyrim, and it's just going to be an entire planet. And it's multiplayer too, like right out the gate, or at least that's what it seemed like, because they were saying they captured the footage, that it was apparently multiplayer footage being captured. So I think the idea is that they want to have it just be a massive population in the game, but it's the size of a planet, so, you know, lots of room for people to spread out. I mean, think of how many places on this planet you can go without running into a living human being for hours and hours and hours if you're on foot. I mean, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean the world is going to be too crowded, but I like the idea of one focused planet a lot more than an entire infinite universe, because I can see a better video game coming out of a planet that is just like an actual planet than I can with endless possibility. Because endless possibility kind of like, it means everything, but it also kind of means nothing in that sense, you know. I'm not a big No Man's Sky guy. I don't have tons of experience with the game, and I haven't even really put too much time into Starfield, or I mean, for that matter, Skyrim in the last decade, because I did play a lot of Skyrim like when it came out, but it was a while ago, right? Most of the time I've put into Skyrim is actually on the Xbox 360. In fact, I think by quite a bit. And my second most played might be the PlayStation VR version, which was okay. I mean, it didn't control great, but it was nice to look around. I think that was the thing with it. It was okay to look around in Skyrim in VR, and it was kind of nice. But anyways, Hello Games, I think, did a good job picking their next project to do something that can still take the lessons that they learned while making No Man's Sky in order to make something that is as ambitious, or I mean, he referred to it as more ambitious, but I think that's an interesting way to put it, because I would almost argue that he's correct, but I don't know that people will understand that probably. It's like, wait, how is one planet more ambitious than infinite planets? And it's like, well, because one planet that is actually functions as in as complex a nature as a real planet does, it's a more impressive achievement, I think, to me personally, as far as like a person who is interested in things that look like they could make for good new video games. I think that seems to me like something that can pull off a better video game, just one good planet, as opposed to a bunch of paper thin planets that kind of have the same biome over the surface of the entire thing. You can go all over it, but ultimately you're just kind of seeing the same stuff over and over again. I don't know, like for all I know, No Man's Sky isn't like that. Maybe it's super varied. That imprecision about what you'll find in No Man's Sky is always the thing that made me think, I don't know if this is for me, because I'm not sure that I'm going to enjoy the random nature of this the way I think some other players might, because I'm not like a Minecraft guy, right? I feel like if you played a lot of Minecraft, that would probably be the kind of thing that you'd be into much more easily. And I mean, as with Light No Fire, that looked good. But I mean, I'm not a building things in game guy. It's one of the reasons I didn't really get into Starfield, but I think it might be kind of neat to fiddle around with that game when it comes out. So I guess there you go. First of our Game Awards segments. The first thing I ended up talking about was Light No Fire, the Hello Games next project. And, you know, gotta say, I was pretty impressed. And I know we always got to take anything Sean Murray says with a grain of salt, but I mean, you got, like, just like I have always said with CD Projekt, ultimately when they start delivering on their promises and making good decisions, you kind of have to be like, well, I mean, I guess you never gave up, did you? Like, I mean, it's the proof's sort of in the pudding. You spent a decade grinding it out on No Man's Sky, and I never connected with it in any big bad way, but I know a lot of people who absolutely love that game. So ultimately, he did deliver on his promise. It just took him a lot of time. And I think that there's a bit of a difference here that now they probably don't only have 15 people working at Hello Games anymore. I'm going to assume it's a much larger group of people. And I suppose all I'm saying that here, in the event that you're watching this, Sean, I forgive you, because you put in the work. Even though I'm not really a player of the game. I'm an owner of the game, so I am a customer. I did buy it, and I've fiddled around with it. It's just not really my thing, and that's cool. But I really respect the fact that Sean Murray and Hello Games gutted it out for a decade and delivered on the things that they said they were going to deliver on. You know, it's super cool, and I wish them a lot of luck with this new project. And I hope that having a bigger team lets them hit a higher quality level right out the gate, so that the first year and a half of Light No Fire isn't the weird beta test that everyone hates, and it is, wow, out the gate, this is like Valheim year one, you know, where it's just, hey, this game's already impressive, even though it's this little early access game that seems like you silly walk around a planet thing, but I guess that looks like what it is. It's Valheim, but on a giant scale, I guess, right? And then Exalted too, okay. I've got a thing for that!
We have to have the graphics cranked up. You're looking at our cities, baby. I'm like, yeah, but can I turn them down a little so that this game doesn't run like my PS5 is dying?
Yeah, I will leave you in peace is definitely a better thing to say than legendary gloves, son!
Felling to the blade of Pinocchio, son of Geppetto. Real boy. Also mouse.
X-Ray Girl sometimes does joke that she gave birth to the puppies. At least I think it's a joke.
Yeah! Oh my god, X-Ray Girl did it!